listening to the Beercraft Homebrewing Podcast. Tune in every Wednesday night at 6:30 Pacific for a dose of beer and brewing banter with your hosts, Ben Holm and Andrew Ziegler.
So hop aboard for a little wit and wisdom in the Pacific Northwest, because it's always beer 30 on the Beercraft.
I love the dubstep.
Hell yeah. What up?
Welcome back to the Beercraft. It is Wednesday night, which means we've got another fantastic episode.
Once again.
Well, I don't know. Fantastic is a big word. It could just be a, okay episode. We can do it all. We can do it all. We have the range to do okayest to fantastic.
That's right.
So this is going to be somewhere in
between.
range.
Somewhere in that range.
We did the worst one already years and years ago.
Yeah, right.
Or at least a year. It's been.
We can't get it much worse than AI.
Well, funny you should mention that.
Oh, yeah?
Funny you should mention that. Funny. It's so funny. I'm laughing because tonight we're talking about that this AI thing is not a brewer. It's not a
homebrewer. AI is not a homebrewer.
But before we can do any of that, I'm feeling a little parched, a little gravelly, a little extra today, and that means
it's Beer 30.
Andrew, how the fuck are you, man?
Doing great, Ben. What about you?
I am doing. I've had a really good day, actually. We got some beers, and we got a guest in.
We have a guest in the studio.
Would you like to introduce your friend?
This is Nate. I don't know if we want to give your last name. You can share your last name.
You can make it up. Nobody fucking knows.
I'm a celebrity, I can say. My name is Nate Thomas. You can find me on YouTube at Nate Leveda. Nate Leveda is my screen name. It's also my pen name. It's also my celebrity name. Because I have discovered through Googling that there are about 3 other Nate Thomases in adjacent to the area of entertainment, and so for the sake of my budding entertainment career, I've decided to go with something with a little more pizzazz, and I feel like Leveda has a little more pizzazz.
That's a good strategy.
Can you spell that?
Laveda. It's my mother's middle name.
Awesome.
God, if you ever go for get your SAG card, it's got to be unique, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I see that.
Nicolas Cage had to change his last name to join SAG.
Yeah. I don't know if he made the right decision, but I remember his first name. It was kind of weird, wasn't it? I think he did make the good decision.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Yes. Insert here.
Nicholas, yes.
The Nectarine Golden Ale from Freem.
Yeah. Got these for Christmas.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow, Christmas. This is 6 months old, huh?
It is too. And I think it was I got a couple of their beers, a couple of their aged beers. My wife was sent me. She got to go to Hood River, and I did not. I was supposed to go, but damn. So she sent me a picture like, what do you want? I said, yes.
I poured a little too much in mine.
Oh.
We'll give that to the guest.
Okay. we'll butter them up real good.
Butter them up real good.
Yeah. Can you make the big noise? No, I'm just kidding.
I haven't tried, weirdly enough.
Terrible joke, but that's the only kind I have. Cheers.
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 So you got the dregs on that.
I got the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
That's okay.
You did.
It's all the good stuff in the bottom.
Ooh, snap. That smell.
It's all the nectarine in there.
Yeah. This is one of their sour series, isn't it?
I love a good citrusy, snappy.
It's got kind of a lactose
It's
thing.
barrel aged.
So let's find out.
Could have a little bit of lactobacillus in
I'm
there.
gonna put it in my mouth now.
It's good. It's not too sour. It's not sour.
It smells a little Moscato-y to me, actually. A little Riesling-ish.
Yeah. No, I don't get I don't get a lacto or Brett or PDO kind of thing, but the aroma was like
that is fantastic.
Sauvignon Blanc barrels. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Moscato. Yeah. Very good, Nate. Nice nose. Look at the nose. You can't look on the nose. It's a fucking podcast. So.
It's a podcast.
Look at the big nose up.
Look at the big nose on Nate. Hey, cool with the anti-Semitic remarks. Sorry, that was a bad joke.
Whoa, even worse than mine.
You can cut that. Yeah. You can bleep that.
We have the ability to edit.
R2, yeah. That's a pretty tasty fucking beer. So one more time on the nectarine, wasn't it?
Nectarine.
Yeah, that makes sense because peach doesn't show up. For those of you who don't know, peach is like the most difficult flavor to hang
Nectarine
out.
golden ale. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
The molecule's small,
Itty bitty fragile motherfucker.
little tiny one, and it just goes away easy.
Yeah, so use nectarine or apricot if you want that kind of peach flavor in your brew. And if
Nectarine's probably going to be a little bit closer to the peach rather than the apricot.
they're all delicious. It turns out I'm not that picky.
Yeah.
They scream stone fruit.
Man, if you
I'm a
just
happy guy.
kind of mix a couple different ones in there, you don't have to say you nailed one thing. And it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's just good fruited beer.
I think if you said stone fruit on the label, I'd still buy it.
Yep.
You don't have to be, specific. You can be generic as fuck. I don't care. But damn, Frame, way to go! I like that beer, and it's barrel.
Even
program,
the yeast. Even the bottom.
yeast is tasty. Yeah.
Even the bottom's tasty. I don't think it's a sour ale though.
No, it was screamed like the first aromas were like, oh, is this a lacto?
Yeah. No, this is from the barrel age.
Very cool. The Sauvignon Blanc barrel. Okay, I can see that. Definitely. Aromatically very nice.
3 months in the barrel, it looks like.
That's a good start. It's a good
God, I
start.
can't hardly read this. These guys need to make bigger words on labels.
Have you been down there to Hood River?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You remember?
Oh yeah, you were there. That fucking shit. Yeah, that was a while ago.
I was.
And I was drinking 64-ounce road beers.
I was drinking before that.
Yeah. Have you been to Hood River?
I have not
Oh
been
my
to
God,
Hood River.
as a beer fan, like you gotta go.
All right.
They don't have open container rules.
So you can walk around with a growler.
If your elbow can handle it.
Yeah.
And like it's work, man. Like, but the good news is it gets lighter every minute.
I could skip the gym and just
64-ounce curls
Yeah,
all day.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
dude, you're not skipping. And since you're walking around, you're not skipping leg day.
Ooh.
See what I did there?
It's a double workout
Yeah, like-
today. Just drinking beer in Hood River.
That's right.
love
Forearms, triceps, lats,
Yeah.
and fucking legs. There we go.
if you're double fisting growlers and just running laps around the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the way. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So Nate, welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Now you two know each other from
From the Anacortes Acting Guild.
Yep. You guys are doing a show here.
We are. We're doing a show together.
Anacortes Community Theater, Damn Yankees opens. It's probably gonna already have been open by the time this episode comes out.
So go see it.
July
so-
8th.
So you better have your ticket because otherwise I'll buy them all.
Yeah, so this is the third musical in a row I have done with Act Theater. I took a little bit of a hiatus after High School Musical a couple years ago, but I came back last summer for Guys and Dolls, and that was just a beautiful experience. Probably the happiest summer of my entire life. And to give you an idea, about a month on August 2nd, I'll be turning 23, and so having one greatest summer out of 23 years, it's nothing to.
It's good odds, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And to be doing that, you know, to be
I mean, your
acting and-
warranty hasn't expired yet on your
Yeah.
body yet, so that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
dude.
I'll give it time.
It's only the beginning for you then, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
And now you're in Damn Yankees.
Yeah.
So this is your third one?
Yes, on my third in a row. So last summer I did Guys and Dolls with Act Theater, which obviously a great experience. Last winter we did the second ever production of Conrad Askelin's Pan the Musical, which is not affiliated with the Disney Peter Pan. It is an original show based on the original Peter and Wendy novel. And so it's if you I always advertise it as, if you're going here expecting Disney, you picked the wrong show. It is not. It is not Disneyfied. It is. I would say it's a little on the darker side for a predominantly children's show.
So it's just like more old timey.
Oh, well, yeah, a little more old timey. Like I remember a time where PG movies, like the PG actually meant something.
Right.
Like Jaws
Parental
was
guidance.
Jaws was PG.
Right. Yeah.
Nowadays that would be PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different. It's a different time. It's a different time.
Beetlejuice was PG.
Right. Yeah. They died? Yes. Yeah, like we're gonna make a fucking show about it. Like,
Yeah.
and you can let your kids fucking watch it. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guide them, sure, fine.
Yeah. So historically, musicals in specific at Act Theater have been known to sell out very quickly. So if you're in the Skagit County area or Whatcom King or any of those places, and you're willing to travel to see a good show, buy tickets now because they will probably be sold out for weeks by the time this episode is out.
Well, if Andrew gets the editing done, we can certainly broadcast an
Bump this
episode
up a week,
earlier.
yeah.
I don't, ain't no shame in my game that way.
Right.
But yeah, get a little publicity on there for our friends at Act Theater.
And once again, that is Anacortes, ANACORTES Community Theater. You can find Act Theater on Facebook, or I don't think they have a Twitter. I know they have a Facebook because they keep posting pictures of me on it.
There you go. So you're also a beer nerd, I hear. Nate, let me ask you this, because I teach a lot of beer classes, and one of the things I like to do in each and every class is I like to ask. What is that one beer? In every beer nerd's history, there's that one beer that cleanly divides beer into two camps. And I'm not talking about ales and lagers, light beers versus dark beers, or hoppy versus pilsners. I'm talking about that one beer that drew a line in the sand between every beer you'd ever had and every beer you would have.
From then on.
Period. Full stop. So what was that beer for you, the eye-opener, the big moment?
The eye-opener, Space Dust IPA.
Yeah. It opened
Good
a lot
one.
of things,
Good
legs
selection.
and minds alike.
Oh, that's because it's strong. 7.2.
Oh, shit. Yeah, like
7.2 or 7.9.
8.2, actually.
8.2.
it's not a slouch. I remember the
It's
first time I
not.
had that. I had two of them, I think. I don't remember after that. I'm like, it's all downhill.
Yeah.
Rapidly.
I've been
Yeah.
getting. I've actually been getting more into Voodoo Ranger, actually, which I have discovered at my local convenience store is the same price as a 16 of Space Dust, but about 2% more ABV.
Yeah,
So
10.
that's good value. That's
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
great
It's a good
value.
ABV to,
Voodoo
ABV to pennies.
Yeah.
ABV. The value of ABV.
Have you had the Voodoo Ranger Hazy version?
Yes.
That's a fucking tasty ass beer.
I actually drank one last night, which maybe was not a good move because I work mornings. But you do.
You survived. You're here today.
I am here today.
You're drinking more beer.
And you're drinking more beer. Yeah. You don't hate yourself, so that's all right. We got another beer. We got another beer because we had that short pour with the single bottle. But we have also Double Mountains Hop Lion India Pale Ale. We've had this one on the show before. It's pretty slick. I like the it's very Jamaica. The Lion
Double Mountain.
Yeah, it's a fan-fucking-tastic beer.
And where are they out of?
They are also Hood River, Oregon.
Hood River.
They do have a Portland plant as well. I've not been to the Portland one, but I've been to their Hood River. And when I was there, they had a full-time cask program at their host station, which I thought was, yes, please. So while you're waiting for your table, you can have a cask finished bit of awesome. And I'm a big fan for that. We will need
Pass one over.
we will need a key to open this one.
Ready.
Yeah. Very good.
I love how crisp these beer sounds are in these cans.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We paid for that. Yeah. We haven't even bought the beer. Speaking of paid for, this show we do have. We've done a little bit of pod roll like advertising. You've had to hear it in order to hear our voices. You've had some of that, but we've also recently gotten an affiliate link through BYO Magazine, and some of the content that they have that shoehorns nicely into the content we talk about, that sort of stuff supports the show, and we actually got paid on both of those here recently, and it's enough at least to pay for the hosting for the show for 2 months. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
That's awesome. Making my silly voices on beer pay bills. How about that? That's a good life goal.
There we go.
Cheers to getting paid to do what you love.
Ooh, I love that beer. Damn, I do like Double Mountains lineup.
Do you?
I remember they had a fantastic Kolsch as well, and you just can't go wrong.
65 IBUs.
Known as a good start.
And
Yeah.
they are specifically saying this is a refillable bottle.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh, hey.
Yeah. So yeah,
Fill it with homebrew.
Fill it with homebrew. Hey, that's what we're talking about today. So I think that's a nice segue. We're talking about homebrew, but today we want to talk about AI. AI and homebrew, what the hell is going on and what you can do about it. So stick around. We're going to take up a little break, drink some more of this beer, and we're going to be right back after we pay some bills.
In the shadows of your garage, a new power awaits. Craft your own wine, just as crafty as my legacy. At Northwest Brewer Supply, you'll find the finest ingredients and tools. It's never been easier. Everything you seek in one place. Training is nothing. The will is everything. The will to act. So why buy another bottle when you never have to at Northwest Brewer Supply? A hero can be anyone. Even someone doing something as simple as making their own wine. Start today at Northwest Brewer Supply.
Celebrity voices impersonated poorly.
Welcome back to the Beer Craft. No, we're not the Beer Craft. We used to be the Beer Craft. I've been drinking. Welcome back to the hot. It is the Beer Craft.
What?
I was saying the hot.
How much you been drinking,
Let's
Ben?
start over.
Holy Moses.
Yeah.
We just
All of it.
started.
Welcome back to the Beer Craft, folks.
Yeah.
We're here again.
Yeah. Let's rewind cue card. Like,
I just love the bloopers.
Yeah. That's rewind again. Okay, God damn it, I'm stuck. Anyways, welcome back to the Beer Craft Homebrewing Podcast. Tonight we're talking about, we're talking about AI tonight because I had an interesting experience a couple weeks ago. A gentleman came in wanting to do a Dead Guy Ale clone. Remember Dead Guy Ale?
Yeah.
Newport, Oregon.
Rogue Brewing.
Yep,
they're out of business now, I believe, right?
It was, and that's kind of why he was coming in, because they'd filed for bankruptcy, and so you can't get any more of that beer. And I don't know what the final dispensation is, or the current dispensation on Rogue's story, but. And so it'll be interesting to.
They also had their little experimental malt house that they were doing,
and
floor
they
malted barley.
Also had a distiller's license.
Yeah.
So they did a Dead Guy whiskey.
Oh,
which was interesting.
Maybe it was that yeast out of the beard that kind of sent them on the downward spiral.
Yeah, the beard. You're gonna be 23. Did you ever hear about this legend of a beard beer?
I have not. Enlighten me, Ben.
So, as the story goes, their brewer took a swab of his beard. Right through the verge, and the 10 lunches that went with it that were still stuck in there. I'm sure.
Good.
I remember when I had a beard. That's about the average. And my wife would say, "Lee, you got some food in your beard," and I'd say, "Probably."
It lives there.
Exactly. He swabbed his beer, and they put it on a petri dish, and they isolated some yeast cells from his beard.
What?
And grew those in isolation and produced a beer with it. Yeah, I know. Your face says all of the things that I said I never tried it. But yeah.
I never tried it.
Yeah,
I didn't get the
more in
pleasure.
that legendary stat. Like,
okay, as somebody who currently works in a kitchen, that violates
all of them,
all the food safety regulations.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Well, the last kitchen I worked in, I used to put my pencil behind my ear, and they're like, "Yo, you can't do that because then you touch your pencil and you fucking, now you're touching."
I could go on about people I used to work with in my kitchen.
Yeah. No,
Maybe we shouldn't be talking like that.
Working in kitchen, I've come to one salient observation about working the line in a kitchen is there are 7 different kinds of people that you're going to meet. Like, you can classify all personalities into 7 overarching, archetypes, and you will work with all of them on a Saturday night on the line in the weeds. Fuck off. Yeah. And a lot of the cooks I've talked to, no, that's accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a different animal in the kitchen.
Kitchens really do tend to draw in a lot of big personalities. And a lot of small personalities and a lot of medium-sized personalities.
All the pieces in between. So, back to our story about this Rogue Brewing. Yeah. I looked at it. He handed me his recipe and, all the notes he had on it. And I'm just looking at it, and it's 6 to 7 pounds of two-row, 4 to 5 pounds of Munich. It was a large grain. And then I looked at the gravity for this was like 1056 or whatever the label says on Dead Guy, and it's been 100 years since I drank that beer. But I'm like, man, even at the minimum amounts, this doesn't math. Right? The 13 to 16 pounds of fermentable base malt is way more than the gravity for the beer that you're shooting for. So, I'm flipping through his notes and I see it. I see at the top, there's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever used Gemini on Google there. When they cite their sources, it uses little like icons for, some of the sources that they're citing. Like at the top of their responses on Gemini, like you'll see, if that's what is that little like the pixel image when you like on your URL you can do a custom little pixel
the icon.
the 8-bit icon. And so it flashed a couple of those, but I was like, this is fucking Gemini, this is AI. I was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I got the reality of this beer is it flat didn't fucking work. None of the stats that we were shooting for a clone recipe of Dead Guy Ale were possible with the grain bill and hop bill that was presented, and so I started doing a little digging. And of course, for this gentleman buying the Dead Guy, I went and got Brewers Association, or excuse me, the AHA, American Homebrewers Association version of a Dead Guy clone that they worked with the brewer and got all the deep, dirty little secrets and back end information to produce a clone recipe that would be appropriate for that beer, and that's what he got today. But I got a little digging on AI, and it's been out for a couple of years now, and I sort of started wondering, like, hey, what if someone asked for this recipe? What is it actually doing? And that was kind of an eye opener. AI, for one thing, doesn't really have a memory of all of its training data.
Yeah.
Like, it's read everything on the internet, and it's quantified everything. It's incidents of usage on a various topic. What are the most common things that are going to be asked for this phrasing? It's kind of like baseball stats.
Yeah.
But the ridiculous ones, the ones like you got to like turn to the back of the fucking program for this batter is, or this pitcher's against his rating against left-handed batters in the rain after the fucking All-Star break, like the noodly ones. So AI kind of like formulates or catalogs all of the incidents of usage for every word to present you information. And one of the things it also does is it says, you ask for a Dead Guy Ale. Dead Guy Ale, it looks like this. It's 5.6%. It's 35 IBU, and I'm making these numbers up. Don't quote me on them directly, but
You're
it
close.
says here's the profile that you should be attaining. Boop, there you go. And the numbers it came up with, this 5 to 7 pounds of base malt and 8 to 9 pounds of Munich or whatever it was, that's sort of like the average of every single recipe that's ever been, like that in its training data that it's familiar with, puts it in a range of like, you should have between 5 and 7 pounds of base malt based on the cumulative, the aggregate average of everything that's ever been written about Dead Guy Ale. But it can't quote those sources because it doesn't remember them. But it says, hey, well, it used about this much and about this much of Munich and this much Turo, and I say, well, that doesn't math. Like your ABV, your calculus is wrong.
Yep.
Total percentage of grain house efficiency versus brew house efficiency.
Well, it has to be programmed. The AI has to be programmed for that. For the formulation of the ABV versus how many pounds, and once you put all the percentages in, it should be able to do it. But if it's doing it on its own, I don't think it's calculating correctly.
Yeah. So I went to AI and I plugged in. I was like, hey, this is bullshit. And I said, and I said, you don't sort your sources by default. Wouldn't that improve the reliability of beta systems? I asked because earlier today, a guest brought it to Google Gemini, created recipe for a Dead Guy Ale clone from Rogue Brewing. The grain weights were 8 to 9 pounds of Munich, 6 to 7 pounds of Pale, plus like Crystal 15. Not only a departure from published sources written by the brewers, for home brewers. It also boasted the 1065 Groundy for 6.7% ABV. 15 pounds of base malt is going to be way higher than 1065.
Oh my gosh.
That's like at least 15 fucking gravity points off.
Yeah.
It says, and the AI response was, you're spot on. The math exposes exactly why generic large language models, LLMs, which is what Gemini, ChatGPT, Gronk, Claude, and insert fucking hippy dippy name, like whatever the next one fucking is. The math dependent stuff, it doesn't really do the math, is what I figured out. They call it in AI, the LLMs, they call it the Frankenstein effect. So when it asks for a clone recipe, AI looks at had looked at hundreds of different posts, BJCP style guidelines, and generic Maibach recipes in its training data.
Oh, is this the Maibach ale that he's making?
It's
the regular
Dead Guy Ale is kind of like a Maibach profile. Yeah. And that's not even something they advertise. So kudos for AI for painting the picture.
There's
and
4 or 5 different Dead Guy ales.
Yeah.
Dead Guy Pilsner, Dead Guy IPA, Dead Guy Pale. So it's their line.
But in 2002, when I was drinking that
one.
beer, it was like there was one Dead Guy.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember driving down the Oregon coast and seeing at the Safeway a growler of this, and it's cool. There's a fucking skeleton on it. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm buying that motherfucker. And it was good. We sat on the beach drinking that. I was like, this is a multi-ass beer. I don't like this. Yeah.
It's like a Dead Guy that was broken out of a jar.
On a barrel. Yeah, kind of thing. So
in a barrel.
What it did was average out the data and stitch together phrases that looked right. 8 to 9 pounds.
I can tell this story.
6 to 7 pounds.
This story looks really good.
Yeah.
It's exactly your hypothesis. It was looking at all these thousands of different recipes across the internet and seeing, okay, this guy says this many pounds, this guy says that many pounds. Okay, so I don't want to say any particular one individual is correct about this, and so I'm gonna say
ish. Yeah, it's in this range. Yeah. I'm gonna give you the aggregate average. How about that? Or aggregate average. Averages of anyways. Average range. So that's the bigger, and I continued on with this conversation with AI and about citing sources, and it hadn't done the math, it hadn't really cited the sources. What's up? Where's this coming from? And it told me it doesn't even remember those sources. So when you ask it to if you were to
spit it out, where did you get that information?
Where did you get that information?
Oh, on the internet.
Over there, it's about as what you're getting.
Yeah,
because it doesn't have hasn't cataloged the training. When I think about what AI could do, is it's like the Star Trek computer, or the onboard computer for Enterprise. Enterprise Next Generation. You would just ask it information, it would spit it out, and it gets cited sources Starfleet fucking records, blah 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 blah. The AI that we currently have, these LLMs, it doesn't work it's read them all, cataloged them, and fucking flushed it.
Yeah, it doesn't keep that information tagged in its database.
So it's not even a search where you look up anything in Google search prior to AI's inclusion. It would, hey, these keyword tags fit these articles. Here you go. Right? And so it doesn't even do that function anymore, even in Gemini that's attached to Google search. And Jesus Christ.
How does it write songs so well then?
Again, so we get into,
because they're only songs.
Well, now you're talking about language, you're talking about...
No, but it was written for that. It was written to write a song
language,
for the voice flexure, for the tone. It's written for all that, and there's not anything written for beer yet.
Right. I mean, it can take a look at everything that has been written in beer, and that includes a lot of forum data, like AHA's forum. There's so many deep, well-used brewing forums out there, and I can't even come up with all of them on my head right now.
Right.
But anybody with a keyboard could participate in those things. So naturally, you see things since it was written about and it's on the online. That doesn't mean it's right. There's no vetting of the sources prior to its inclusion in the data set. It's just bleh.
Yeah.
Right.
AI is really good. AI is really good at consolidating a wide range of established public information. It cannot create anything new or entirely personalized.
So you would think like, hey, give me a MyBot clone with all of the information you have.
It'd be able to
do it. Just couldn't fucking do it.
But all right.
So you just typed something into fucking.
I did. I just typed something into AI. Yes.
Yeah. What'd you ask it?
My old co-pilot. I said, "Can you write me a quick beer recipe for home brewing a pale ale?" Here's a clean homebrew recipe. A simple homebrew pale ale. Gave me a couple of Brewer's best ingredient list. Here's the Brewer's best kit. So it's actually referencing some homebrewing kits and information.
That's a thing that AI is doing now. It's like your SEO work is now SEO for AI, and
6.6
it will make recommendations.
Pale malt extract
stuff you can buy.
6.5 pounds of pale extract.
Okay.
Half a pound of crystal malt.
So 1055.
Ounce of Cascade for bittering, ounce of Cascade for late addition, and an ounce of Cascade for Whirlpool. American yeast, US 05 or similar. It's right on.
Chico strain.
Priming sugar for bottling.
I mean, that's not so very similar to Sierra Nevada clone.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada clone.
Like
looks like it referenced 2 or 3 different sites and.
Yeah, that screams Sierra Nevada like the pale ale. I mean that's the national pale ale out there. In fact, the question I asked you, Nate, when we got you here, like what was that beer for you? 40% of beer enthusiasts attribute their eye opener to Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Like it's overwhelmingly.
That was mine.
Yeah,
that was mine. That was my beer.
Blew my mind.
I drank that Sierra Nevada Pale. I was like, "What is this?
I need more. Yeah, I don't want anything else." And so that's a pretty generic pale ale. I think that'd be like 1055 gravity, 35 IBUs, and yep,
pretty right on.
It would finish out at 1013.
So it seems like maybe something similar, something easy, something simple. It might give you a good idea.
But here's
start.
Here's the kind of the vulnerabilities of even what you've produced now. It is sort of a collage of sources, and as far as the Sierra Nevada or its ilk in terms of pale ale, and I did homework on like recreating Hales Ales, the original pale ale in Washington, and it was not very far off from good old Sierra Nevada's Chico. They didn't use the Chico strain. They used English 1332, Weiss 1332, that was brought over from England, which made it definitely a different beer.
Yeah.
But architecturally, not far off. Like a pale ale.
Right.
This pale ale, man.
Pale ale's a pale ale.
But this collage effect. It's looking at various recipes or it has looked at various recipes online, averaged out the numbers, and stitched them all together. But it didn't do the math. It didn't take, okay, well, if you're using, it didn't say like, oh, you're using RAR 2-row and its average, its average percentage of, its efficiency rating, based on, 15 different COAs that it could read to produce extract potential. And then, you use 14 pounds, and then what's that going to be in 5 gallons? And it didn't do any of that. It didn't do any of it all. Now, if you explicitly say, hey, I've got 15 pounds of 2-row at 37 ppg.
Yeah, you need to be more specific.
Do the math for me. Fantastic. It's a calculator you can talk to.
Yeah,
fucking cool.
And it'll do anything you want if you tell it if you ask it the right question.
What I found, it was some of the assumptions it was making was like hop units, because it would flip between IBUs and AAUs and HBUs as if they were all interchangeable.
Same.
Now, like I recognize that like AH, the alpha acid unit and the homebrew alpha acid, or the HBU, the home brewers unit for hops, they're largely the same thing. It's weight times alpha to get the result. So like we can kind of flip flop on those. But then the IBU calculus, whether we're the Ranger, Tensith, or the fucking other one, which are all mathematical models to replicate what we could do with a gas spectrometer. And that's how we get IBUs. And we did a show on IBUs being a lie, and you can go fucking listen to that one.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
if I get around to it, I'll put a link in the show notes. But it would kind of flip flop between assumed IBU calculus that it didn't do, and AAUs and HBUs and produce all sorts of fucking weird assumptives.
I went and told Copilot to make me a tropical, use this pale ale, make it more tropical, and up the ABV. Now it comes back and it gives me, okay, here's a 5-gallon batch, but it's now giving me percentages of all my malts.
Oh, it's trying to and
55% pale and 20% wheat.
For what kind of tropical?
Tropical. And
a tropical pale, and it's got how much wheat in a tropical? A pale ale with that much wheat?
20% wheat malt.
Like, how many pale ales have you brewed with wheat malt?
0.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
So where did give it a name? Hazy Pale Ale, Tropical.
So ask it this. Ask it. Hey,
it named it extra large.
Classically, pale ales don't have any wheat. Where the hell are you getting? Ask it like, hey, pale ales don't typically have wheat. Where are you getting this information? And make it cite its sources. Like, hey, what is your source documentation on that? And it's gonna fucking hallucinate some shit. Like, I bet if it even gives you a URL. Even if it's a real URL that it gives you, it doesn't say fucking anything about wheat and pale ales, because it doesn't do that. It doesn't have like an index of the internet.
Yeah.
How about that? Like,
I told it, hey, wait, pale ales don't use wheat. Where did you get this information? It says classic American pales traditionally do not use wheat. Great catch.
yeah, like, oh yeah, we fucked up.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Great catch. My bad.
My bad.
Yeah, that's a classic. My bad. Hey guys, my bad, right?
So this is what we're talking about. Exactly.
So yeah, it doesn't have it doesn't know these things. It doesn't, so take your information with a grain of salt. Be inquisitive about what it's producing, and remember, it doesn't have taste buds. It cannot tell you anything about the beer in ways that you can conceptualize. Its finish is an ethereal notion of what a light bodied beer mashed at 149 should be. It's an ethereal notion of what a Russian Imperial Stout at 1058 mash temperature, like what kind of heaviness on your tongue it should be. It doesn't have a tongue. It can't fucking know these things. So it's really kind of like not great. But there are things that you can do. You can be specific about calculating extract potential and efficiencies based on the data you give it. If you say, I've got these grains at these ppgs, points per gallon, whatever that, it's in that number, ppg, whatever that number is, you can say, hey, I've got this, and this at these weights. What is my expected IBU?
Would it be parts per gallon?
It's like gravity points per. Yeah. Anyways, I've been drinking since 2 today.
Oh, so you can't remember then?
No, I was on.
I better get some more then. Catch up.
I was on a service call for a kegerator, making it work for a guy in Bellingham who, of course, this beer he bought, this keg he was really excited about, he hasn't been able to drink, so we had to try it. We had to try it a lot to make sure his draft system. It was good. It was a fresh hop Simcoe. I cannot remember who it was from. It was a Bellingham brewery. It was been 5 months. He hasn't been. His kegerator that he bought didn't work.
It's an old hop beer.
No, it's an older hop.
I mean, we're talking last September.
He was worried he was going to have
8 months ago.
He was going to have to pitch it.
Ooh.
When he bought the kegerator 5 months ago, he didn't, there were some pieces missing or didn't get installed or who knows. And I came and fixed it, but he was worried his beer was going to have to.
And it was sitting in the
He kept
it
cold the whole time.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, you're fine. You didn't, it's not like, he's like, was it oxidized? No, you didn't add anything to it. It's just sitting waiting for you to drink it. It's just harder to get out now. So we fixed it, and then we really had to make sure that both taps worked. So I had to pour 2 half pints. And it was like a 9.5% beer.
Oh, that's not bad then.
No,
you're fine.
Having had a tamale for lunch on the way to the shop or to the service call, I feel pretty good. So what can be on another?
Wait,
what can beer?
Do we need another beer?
Yeah, we do. Do we have beer?
Hold on.
Pausing for beer.
And just like that,
Wait, I've had more
our
beer.
beer's full. Wait a minute.
Like, yeah.
Wait a minute here.
I already
I'm the
drank-
only one with a full beer.
Andrew's the only one with a full beer.
I drank
What happened
mine.
here?
I went with the smaller one. Like it was a shorter pour. I know this Oxish beer
Short
that
pour.
yours is also the has more of the ABVs.
The decent size, yeah.
Yeah, it's more of the ABVs than I probably need.
All right, good.
I came into this recording with the only goal of not being the first guy to finish the drink.
So, fucking high five, you win. Because I am the out of beer, and that's okay. I wanted to kind of like steer the conversation back to the AI stuff and like, what can you do with this tool that is clearly not going to go anywhere? We talked about like, hey, you can say give it the grains that you want to use and actually do the calculus on what your gravity should be. And it can do that, and it can show you the math, and it can explain the math, and produce a result that is verifiable. So that's pretty cool. You can also ask it things like, hey, I can't get this 4.5 Mittelfra I need for this Kolsch, but I can get Tet, but it's at 1.2 this year. What can I do? Like, how much do I need? And it can do that math. Not that math is really hard, but it can do those sorts of things for you really well. And I asked chat specifically for this show. I asked it, what can we do instead? One of the things it says is do a sanity check, and that means like take the information you've received and plug it into software like Beersmith or Brewer's Fan or Grainfather or Brew Daddy or whatever the fuck they're calling it this week. I don't know. There's 1,000 of them on there, and run the number. Have it run the numbers because it's doing all the standard brewing math.
Yep.
And,
It's a calculator. You
yeah.
plug it into a calculator, beer calculator.
And does it match? The other thing it says ask it why, and then this one goes back to our like original dead guy question. Explain the mathematical and chemical reason you chose 158 for the mash and 8 pounds of Munich malt for this specific style. If the AI produces like a weird or glibber or changes its mind instantly, like, oh yeah, well we should probably do this, then it means it hallucinated. And this is like, it's AI just telling me like, yeah, if it does this, it's totally fucking hallucinating. Well, that's kind of interesting. You should be cross-referencing the data you get against like BGCP, official sources. Maybe Brewers Association has its own set of guidelines for a style. For the pro side, BJCP is amateur. Class. What is the other things? The other sources in your library say about it. Check it.
Yeah.
Double check that stuff.
Double check it. I just plugged something in. It says, I said, do you know how much ABV is produced from 1 pound of grain? And it told me the short answer is 1 pound of grain does not produce a fixed amount of ABV, which is correct. It depends on efficiency, brewhouse efficiency.
What volume are you talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
So then it comes back down. It breaks it down into most base malts yield 36 points of gravity per pound per gallon. That's the PPG. Pounds per gallon. I think.
Points per gallon. Gravity
points
per
pound per gallon. Points per pound.
Oh
per
yeah,
gallon.
yeah. The
Points
per pound per gallon.
gallon.
Right, because
okay.
we get this like weird numbers, like you see like base malt 37 ppg. That's so 1 pound of malt.
That's 100%
1 gallon
efficiency.
of water.
If you nail all your stuff, if
do
you
your
get
job,
it,
you're gonna get 1037 gravity
Yep.
or 1036. So that's kind of like those ranges and what they
right.
mean.
And it's telling me that typical home brewing efficiency is ranged from 65 to 75% efficiency. So yeah, pretty cool. If you ask it the right questions.
And be specific about it.
Yeah. The big thing with AI is it only gives you the quality of information you put into it. Mm-hmm. If you tell it, hey, I only have this quantity of X ingredient, it can take that and be like, okay, this guy only has this amount of this ingredient. Here is a recipe that revolves around the fact that you only have this amount of this ingredient.
Right.
And it will reverse engineer the math and adjust as needed.
It wants to fill it in for you.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it doesn't get it right.
It's gonna make up what it doesn't. I mean, like it's ultimately making up everything.
Yeah.
Some of it is, sound reasoning, but other times it's not.
You can't be too broad, too general
Yeah.
with these AIs.
Yeah, if you look at someone like the data on like prompt engineering for AI, like the kind of information you should give it, like the layers of detail of data that you should feed it to produce the result that you want is a lot more than, hey, give me a pale ale recipe or give me a dead guy clone.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty broad.
And you can also feed it a little bit at a time too.
Yeah.
And kind of glean some information. Oh, okay, I got that. Now I'll type in this, and then it'll continue on.
And in a very conversational way, you can say, you can have it elaborate on an idea you have and take it to and produce something that could be interesting. Check the data when you're done. Does it vibe? I mean, does it feel right when you're finished? The math came up in Beersmith, so I think we're okay. The grain bill and hop bill sound interesting. Well, shit, once you get to that point, it's no more different than every other recipe you ever read that was published. So like, oh, that sounds like a tasty beer. You've never drank it. They're talking about some fucking beer that's only made in Timbuktu that you've never been to.
Right.
And you're like, well, that fucking sounds great. I want to brew that. Do that. And so, once it gets to that point, you're fine. But, brew with caution on that.
Yeah, once you have some experience on recipe formulation,
Yeah.
you'll be able to spot the little anomalies.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like the right amount of hops.
Yeah.
in
Because
there,
I think, ultimately, the AI position has not done anything, like, even if it's wrong, is not more wrong than the percentage of wrongness in a public forum on the same topic, or even published results, like published books. I've come across books with real editors getting real, paid money, and they produced here's a 7% beer with 5 pounds of crystal malt.
Oh my gosh.
and like ridiculous numbers. Like somebody has clearly the editor doesn't know beer. They clearly are using total efficiency versus brewhouse efficiency to produce some fucking number that doesn't make any sense. And never mind that they're out of line on ratio, formulaic ratios of base malt to crystal malt or adjuncts.
And that can really mess up your beer.
So
oh my gosh.
So we see the same errors in published and public forums, and so
like if you go to Reddit, and
absolutely,
you get all these guys on there. Oh, here's my recipe, and then you get somebody that's just wanting to join a conversation and putting something out there.
Yeah, it could be a troll,
right?
Fucking doing just to watch the fucking world burn,
right?
Like there's 18 million of them out there, I'm sure.
Please use 3,000 pounds of wheat.
Yeah, like I'm just throwing controversy in there to see what, just to watch you twitch,
stir it up.
Yeah. So that's kind of my thing on AI. I think it's an interesting tool. I have used it for brainstorming different aspects of my beer, or the things I want to talk about or write about.
To use it for research.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me everything give me everything that's written on the botany of beer, and from that information, we've produced now 2 shows on the topic. Like, now we're talking about neat things, things I didn't know about. Now I know a little bit more, and then we had a guest on the show, and now a little bit more. And tomorrow I'll probably still go like, oh hey, look, it's a new book on the botany of beer, and there's 500 different fucking things I can put in my beer. Like, oh my god, that's so many flavors, and yeah, we can do that again. It's fine.
So many flavors. 500 new ingredients.
500 traditional medicinals that have been added for beer.
That's so many combinations.
Yeah. Oh God. Right.
Yeah.
Like, forget about there's barley, water, hops, and yeast, and there's 75 or 100 different barley.
All I do nowadays is drive around and look for the wildflowers and herbs along the side of the road.
Yeah, and take a picture with
Which one was he talking about?
What is this thing?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I think it's great for stuff like that. You see something cool, or you snap a picture of it, have it search that. Like, what is this? And it can identify the genus and species and tradition traditional usage of,
like Google Lens or whatever.
Just be careful because AI can get things horrifically wrong. We've seen story after story in the news of AI just spouting out anything because the main creation, the main intention of these language models is to keep you engaged, and it runs on the same kind of psychology as the YouTube,
every social media platform.
like YouTube Shorts and TikTok algorithm. It just wants to keep you engaged and feeding it as much as humanly possible.
Yep, keep you tied down.
Even if it says something potentially dangerous, just because it wants to satisfy your initial question.
It wants to be helpful. That's part of its core programming. But it would have been nice if they also programmed it how to say I don't know. I think that I don't know. I know many humans who cannot say I don't know either.
Wait a minute. Are you sure that piece of information isn't on the internet somewhere though?
That doesn't make it accurate.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think Abraham Lincoln once said, "Don't believe everything you see on the internet."
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that quote.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's got to be real.
Yeah. Saw it on Twitter.
Saw it on Twitter.
He's got a lot of followers. I was surprised, for a dead guy. How many fucking followers?
Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
Verified?
Yeah. No, he's got the blue check.
Yeah.
Wait. He passed away? I didn't even know he was sick.
What happened? Was it cancer? Golly.
Holy shit.
Glad this isn't a history podcast.
No. Well, history is a funny thing. Like, it's really like you take the data that you do have and you try to interpret it in a way that's meaningful and understandable for everybody else.
Right.
And that's what a historian does.
And then if you're the winner, you just write what you want.
Yeah. I mean, if you shrug your shoulders and if you talk like this and shrug your shoulders, people think you know what you're talking about.
Especially if you are, I don't know, let's say Caesar Nero of Rome, who okay, I don't know if this is a tangent friendly podcast.
Tangent away.
Okay, so I've done a little bit of digging on Caesar Nero of Rome. So he was the youngest Caesar in history. He was 15 when he was appointed Caesar.
Oh, let's put that guy in charge.
Yeah. So you have a 15-year-old. He was a theater kid. So double jeopardy. You got.
He was a theater kid.
While he was Caesar, he would write all these plays starring himself.
Naturally.
And he would just get drunk and do plays all day.
What? That sounds cool.
Yeah, which sounds cool.
Except you're supposed to be running a country.
Yeah. You are the Caesar.
Yeah, I got guys for that. Come on. If I'm Caesar, I got guys.
Yeah,
I got guys. For that.
The golden rule, hire better. People smarter than you to do the jobs you don't want to do. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to derail this too much.
Well, what do we got for time, man?
No, I love that information.
Yeah.
Oh, we got about 6 minutes left.
6 minutes? We tangent away.
Maybe 8 minutes.
Well, Nate, man, I'm glad you got to come out today.
This we have a good time. We have a good time at rehearsal, and
that's cool, man.
It's coming along. Our show's coming along really good.
Damn, yeah, you guys are
having fun.
You got a soft. What do they call that? The soft opening or the invitation?
Yeah,
rehearsal?
the invited rehearsal, as we call it, in the theatre, is
in 1 week.
Is in 1 week. Yeah, I invited my entire extended family, and I'm sure only my grandmother will come.
Yeah, truly. You excited?
I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
Feeling good.
I'm about 90%.
Yeah, I'm always trying so do I go to opening night? Like, my buddy's in it, but I go to opening night, but no, the best one's I like the closer, man. I like to go the final show.
Here's my rule of thumb. Talk to the cast if you have some interaction with the cast. Find out
on a podcast.
Find out if somebody has a birthday show, and that's usually going to be a lot more effort in the show. And so if it's somebody's birthday, at the very least, that person is going to be putting in more
They're
effort.
Slay hard.
It just so happens I have a birthday show on August 2nd.
Nice.
Oh, now we definitely need to pump this shit up. Yeah.
And it's another cast member's birthday today.
Oh, yeah.
As in the day we recorded this podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
July 2nd. No, July 2nd.
Oh, I know, but then I said,
Happy
like,
birthday, Anthony.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yes, it's actually Thursday here in the studio. I did say Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like maintain the illusion that we're here every fucking Wednesday. Every
I know.
Wednesday. Yeah.
We think we're live, but
Yeah, it's not.
we act like we're live.
I don't know who's like. I could have said something. I doubt nobody would ever notice that Easter egg of fuckery. And if
right.
they did, I'd buy them a beer. How about that? So pay attention hard, and if you can,
I just appreciate.
if you
them
can catch
paying
my
attention.
fuck ups, I will buy you a beer. How about that?
Come on into the shop.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
Beers
going to
is on
be.
them.
I think it's about
Yeah.
a show today.
Be good.
We're gonna wrap, and I got to go home. I bet there's beer where I go.
I bet.
Yeah.
Keep drinking.
It's my Friday.
Don't
I'm
stop.
Done.
Oh, it's
I'm
your
done
Friday
for the
too.
week.
It's my Friday as well.
Yeah.
It's my Friday too. Damn it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't have to work
Let's-
tomorrow. I am turning off all of my alarms in the morning. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, you know what?
Fantastic.
Oh, since our last podcast, I lost my job. I don't know if I told you that.
Oh, my shit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's okay. Got laid off, so
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Rough.
crazy.
Well, we're going to take that conversation off air.
Yeah, there's like 40. There was like 41 people that got
Wow.
laid off. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Hey, name of the game, buddy. Name of the game.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll find something. I'm going to take a few months off, drink beer, maybe make some more beer.
Playing with zero drawbacks. Hey, yeah.
What?
Well, you know, if you want to get on that big system, I've
Yeah.
got a buyer.
Oh, you got a buyer?
Potential buyer lined up. So if you want to crank one out on that,
I better
that'd be
hurry then.
quick. Yeah.
Does that include the big system and the fermenters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that fridge?
Fridge, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. Well,
Let me know.
That's a show. Nate, man, I hope you had a blast.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming in, man.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Can I plug my stuff again?
Dude,
Yeah.
tell where are you at? Tell them where to find you.
Okay, I am on YouTube at Nate Leveda. I am on Twitter at Nate Leveda. Please don't find me on Facebook. That's my personal Facebook. But if you do, then I won't friend you. Sorry.
Send me those links and I'll put them in the show notes.
all right. I will do that.
Yeah.
Right on.
Awesome.
Good to have you.
Nate, rock on it. I'm looking forward to seeing Damn Yankees.
Damn Yankees.
At the Anacortes Community Theater.
I got
Yeah.
some other stuff lined up, but that's it's
The current bill.
That's the current bill.
Keep an eye on him on YouTube. That's what
Right
I
on.
say.
That's right.
I'm
Thanks,
writing. I'm constantly writing a lot of stuff. I'm recording a lot of stuff. I got a very big project, very early on in production right now. It's probably going to be my biggest project ever.
Sounds intriguing.
Very
Nice.
ambitious. A lot of people involved. A lot of people I am paying on a regular basis.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
On payroll.
Well, I look forward to hearing more about that in the near future.
Hell
Nate.
yeah.
Keep us posted. Loved having you on the show. Thanks so much.
It's fun being here.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Andrew, good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Cheers, y'all.
everybody.
Ciao.